So for the first time in our history, people are coming for the mouse, bro.
Ooh, this is big.
This is actually really interesting.
Yeah.
So Scarlett Johansson sued Disney.
Yes.
She sued Disney, and I think also Emma Watson.
Emma Stone is considering it.
Emma Stone is considering suing Disney as well. And they're suing Disney because Disney placed their movies. I imagine Cruella with Emma Stone and Black Widow with Scarlett Johansson on Disney Plus, as well as a theatrical release, when they were both promised contractually for only theatrical releases. Now, Disney is going, hey, there's a pandemic. Motherfuckers ain't going to the movies like they used to, so we're going to do both. Now, that hurts Emma Stone and it hurts Scarlett Johansson because they get a piece of the theatrical ticket sales.
Yep.
They don't get a piece of Disney's subscriptions. And I think you had to pay money to watch it on Disney Plus. It wasn't just a subscription.
Correct.
So they're looking at Disney like, hey, yo,
Yep.
like, give me a piece of that bread. Like, if you charging money for people to see this, I don't give a fuck if it's in the theater or not.
Yeah.
And I think they're completely reasonable. And
That's
I think
valid.
it's a scumbag move on Disney's part.
And Disney's response was basically like, they included Scarlett Johansson's, just callous response to the pandemic. We paid her $20 million, and they threw the $20 million in there, hoping people would be like, this bitch got $20 million, what you complaining about?
Yes.
And that's true.
And people will say that.
Yeah.
But keep going.
But you violated a contract.
Exactly,
If you violated a contract and you charged us,
Yep.
if they made it for free, you could say, hey, she's callous. If you charged us when we couldn't go to the theater and I got to watch on a smaller screen at my house and I don't get the movie theater experience, you're just as callous.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Sorry, go.
No, I mean, if the deal is 20 million, but it was supposed to be 40, like, she got half the money.
And,
Like,
and what's so fucking manipulative of Disney's side is knowing that people will see a number like that, so astronomical, a number they might never make in their life, and be like, why aren't you happy with that?
Yeah.
Right? And you seem like an ungrateful bitch when you're complaining about a contract that was breached by your employer.
Yeah.
Right? You guys came together, made this contract. Now, I understand every contract has what's called a force majeure clause in it, right? And that's where an ungodly act, like a pandemic, comes in, and it can make the contract null and void, or you can switch certain things. But what I find interesting is it's not like Scarlett Johansson's going, yo, you made $1 billion last year or $5 billion, Disney, cough it up. Like Disney, I don't think did bad during the pandemic.
Nope.
A lot of people bought up that Disney Plus.
Yep.
Right? They made okay money. And if you're using this as a way to bolster subscriptions, that's great. Make more content. But if you're charging people to see the movie, it seems like the right thing to do is to continue to pay. Now, they might be looking at it like this. We're going to lose money on this movie because of the pandemic, but we're still going to pay you that full $20 million we promised you. Even though this movie ain't going to do close to what it was supposed to do, we're going to live up to our end of the deal. But because it's going to be a loss, maybe not even leader, but it's going to be a loser for us, we're not going to give you any back ends.
Do you think they... Go ahead.
No, you just can't do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're in an infrastructure where you can't do the thing that is ethically correct. When you have all these shareholders that are like, yo, we put up the money for this movie, let's get our money back. Like, why are we being nice to some actor? We don't care about actors. We don't respect them. Like, the infrastructure is set up to do the financially responsible thing and not the ethically
No,
responsible.
but that's so stupid at this timing, because this was supposed to come out a year ago, and then this was delayed. So things like Jungle Cruise with Disney that are coming out now, like The Rock's not fighting back. They know it's a kind of shared theatrical and on-demand in-home experience. So she's a victim of that coming out that year. But these streamers are spending for these losses right now in this battle with other streamers to get them. So for them to not cough up, if they were going to project that in a normal theatrical run, she would have made $50 million. As she's already been in 9 fucking Marvel movies. They should know a number that would have said, you know what, before there's a lawsuit, yeah, you probably would have made 40 or 50, and that extra $20-30 million is nothing compared to this little debacle that's happening right now, because it's going to happen now across the board with other folks. And the bigger issue is that Netflix and Amazon have already developed mechanisms that predict, okay, it's only on Netflix. These movies, you see these like Michael Bay movies, they basically pay top of market to a Ryan Reynolds and a Michael Bay, including their buyout on the back end. So they're already anticipating on that. But Disney hasn't really come up with that formula.
Let me clarify what that means real quick. So what they're doing is they're paying Ryan Reynolds. Let's say Ryan Reynolds says, for me to star in a movie, and I'm just making up this number, it's $10 million. Plus I get a piece of the theatrical release, piece of the ticket sales. What Netflix is doing in order to get Ryan Reynolds to do a movie on Netflix is saying, we're going to give you your $10 million and that piece of what ticket sales would be.
We project that you would get this much off back.
Based on like the last 5 movies or something like that. So they basically come to, they're not an exact amount, but they come to some agreement. So let's say it's another 5 million or 10 million on top of that. They go, we'll give you the 20. So you come do a movie with us. And then Ryan Reynolds gets to go, well, I'm not losing out by doing a movie here. And I get to be on the streaming
and it's
platform
agreed to
that's
up
successful.
top. So you can't really argue
Guaranteed.
after and say whatever. This has already been taken care of.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
So Disney, Paramount, like Warner Plus, all these things, they're still just in the let's get subscriber race right now. They haven't come up with this mechanism because they're also high. They want to have a theatrical release too. They want to have as many verticals as possible for one movie to have. They get their theatrical. They want their airplane revenue, their hotel revenue, their on-demand revenue, but they're just not there yet. So COVID is a reaction to this, but it's so fucking stupid to do this because the person that backs Scarlett Johansson, her point agent, is arguably the most powerful person in Hollywood, controlling hundreds of other top stars, directors, writers. So this is gonna start some real shit.
So if he tells 2 of his clients, hey, don't do a movie with Disney, fuck them, that hurts you. And I think Dove's initial point was the amount of money they're spending just to get subscribers, this 20, 30 million extra you could have paid Scarlett Johansson to shut her up is such a drop in the bucket. Just do it. Don't deal with the bad PR. That's, I assume, yeah.
Do you know how much Jungle Cruise costs? Jungle Cruise is a 300 million plus movie.
That's crazy.
Without anything besides a ride.
How much?
Like,
How much was Black Widow? Because what if they had taken a loss on it?
Yeah, I have a feeling that if Black Widow did well, Scarlett would have gotten her
That's
money.
what I'm thinking.
And
Yeah.
I think that Black Widow flopped, and I don't think anybody really cares about watching Black Widow. I mean, we can look at the numbers, but like, I didn't watch it. I would never turn it on. Did you watch it?
Oh,
No.
I seen it.
They might have
good?
The
also
moment it was out. No, the movie sucked. It was trash.
They might have also taken a calculated risk in that, like, this doesn't allow her to be in any Avengers movies after this. Who cares?
Oh, did she get killed in it or something?
No, I don't know. But this, like, if
character's already
she's upset and she causes a fucking dust up about this, all right, well, I guess she won't be in any Marvel movies if she gets upset. But who cares? Nobody's gonna miss Black Widow. I think they might have calculated that because Black Widow and Hawkeye, y'all are there, and I guess it's kind of cool. But like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want Hawkeye to have his own movie. Y'all barely got superpowers.
Yeah. I mean,
Black Widow is a good negotiator. All right, bitch.
The thing at
Meet
this
an
point,
Indian.
like Marvel movies are just like you need to watch them to understand the whole story. It's like
Yeah.
every movie is gonna have something that you have to see so you can understand the whole rest
Yeah.
of the whole series and shit like that. And so like right now they're setting up for the fucking universe because the universe is about to split into a bunch of different timelines. So now they'll be able to bring back Captain America or Iron Man and Captain America. Like they can bring back anybody who's died
because
now.
there's more timeline.
Yeah.
this is saying that this Black Widow costs.
I hate that. What is that thing that it's a
The multi-universe.
yeah, but it's a device called a Deus Ex Machina or something like that. It's like some literary device where an act of God propels the protagonist forward instead of like clever story writing.
Yeah.
like you know, and what is that movie with the nerds fucking love?
Stranger Things?
No. Movie. There's like 3 of them.
Ghostbusters.
No, orcs and shit.
Lord of the Rings.
The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Like, there's one point in time where, like, they're at the end of this cliff and the orcs are about to get him, and all of a sudden, these fucking eagles just come out of nowhere and then take them to the next destination. And it's like, fam, why don't you just get the eagles in the beginning of the movie?
Yeah.
And then they take you to where you need to go. Like, if you always had the eagles, what are we waiting for?
Like a rock
Come on,
comes
Gandalf.
and like crushes someone. And
Yeah, it's just lazy writing, and I feel like this multiverse shit is kind of lazy. It's like, okay, there's multiple universes, so now we can get Iron Man back in the thing.
I mean, this was in the comics written.
It was already.
Yeah. A long time ago.
All right, so they've always been lazy.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, whatever. I'll be in the movie if they ask. Okay, it doesn't matter what universe. I will go there, and
You
I
think
will
they
be
asked
there.
for? I mean, do you think?
I want to be in the white Black Panther universe, where it's just white Black Panther. That would be fucking
I don't think
sick.
they
dude. That's
made that one.
multiverse. There's unlimited
multiverse.
universes.
I know. I just
White Wakanda. I want to be there, and I'm the Black Panther.
it's called
White
America.
Panther. It is. And I am him. I am the White Panther, dude. I'm going to be in White Panther.
Powerful,
I am.
powerful. The power White Panther.
T'Challa.
Don't take my. That's me.
That's Drew Panther?
Yeah.